Throughout the many months of cringe videos, Stick is the name that makes these videos. She is make a bunch of videos, and we are gonna rank up the bad to worse.
Let's start this. All the way at the bottom is crayons. I'm not even surprised that this is at all the way at the bottom from the worst. Do I need to explain? Let's move on. The second bottom is alphabet lore. Wow, what a shocker. I wasn't expecting Elsagate to be at all the way at the bottom as well. Why? Why would you make porn of alphabet? There is literally other options. Well, I'm not saying you can do it, but literally the alphabet? Come on, guys, you know better. You can't just make alphabet porn of alphabets. That doesn't make sense. I'm just saying that why are people making porn of alphabet? And they're gonna do this too with numbers. Speaking of numbers, which reminds me, next is the number blocks. Third place number blocks. I feel like there's a trend going on that we turn harmless kid shows into pornographic porn shit. We did it to number blocks, and now we're doing it to Bluey. Next up, we got South Park. I was originally gonna put this lower, but I decided to put higher because it's an adult show, and sometimes in some episodes, the kids do inappropriate stuff, like that one episode where Tammy gives a BJ to Kenny. So I was like, maybe I might be too harsh on it, so I put this higher. But that doesn't make sense because they're still children. So I decided to put South Park all the way a bit higher. Next, we got Pico's School. The same exact thing can go for this too. Because, well, it's an adult game. It has gore, it has a lot of porn. And I can't believe I'm giving a cringe community a compulate. Well, at least the characters aren't children. Like, they're still pretty young for like a girl to give somebody a BJ, but at least they aren't 5 years old. Same thing for this because these are teenagers. I mean, at least it's not an underage girl having sex with a little boy. The same can be said for Battle for Dream Island a little bit. I couldn't have put this lower. This also goes for this. The same thing I said for the alphabet lore and the number blocks cringe. Why would you make porn out of random objects you have in your house? But once again, at least they aren't children. At least it isn't really graphic. But none of it makes sense. Why would you make inflation? Why would you make inflation out of Coiny, or Ice Cube, or Loser, or Winner? Oh crap, I'm giving them ideas. The only character I can confirm being safe and is not getting infected by the cringe is Not Existy. And maybe David. And those are the only two characters, and probably Yellowface, but those are the only two characters that are safe from the cringe. I was originally going to say black hole until I found a literal ship between a black hole and a tree. So, yeah. No clue why I couldn't put this lower, but it's here. Next, we got Smiling Friends. And yes, I chose this image because I thought it looked weird. And it reminds me of those terrible old days when people would just stick their random photo on a picture. And on DeviantArt, it kind of also reminds me of that one guy who had a poop fetish of Pokemon. You know the one. I'm a little bit speechless. I don't know what to say. Like, once again, these are children, but it's kind of like the FNAF community in a sort of way. Speaking of FNAF, why couldn't I put this lower? But who cares? I forgot to say this in the beginning of the video, but just because I put a community I have reviewed higher does not mean I like it. That means bad to worse. Or no, not bad to worse. Worst to bad. Like, I still hate these fan bases till this day. That does not mean I like them. Just because I put them higher does not mean I like them. And that's the case with FNAF. Think of the most random character, and then think of another random character, and then boom, you got a couple. It's weird. Buckled up, duckies, and we got a rocket ship. Wow, wow, wow. Make crack, 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 crack. And I don't know what the hell the lyrics are. For some reason, the song is really catchy in a bad way. All I had to say for this fan base is I'm surprised Breadwinners, a terrible show, has a fan base, and for some reason the fan base is worse than the actual show. No hate towards the amazing people who make amazing art, but something is odd. Besides, the main characters, Chopboy and Sway Sway, don't even look like ducks. They look like mutated alien frog ducks. Next, we got Amazing Digital Circus. Or finally, wow, what a shocker. To be honest, the Amazing Digital Circus cringe video was one of my favorite videos next to the Equals Who Will Cringe 2 video. That gotta be my favorite video. And probably my most viewed cringe video next to the crayon porn. So, why is this higher than all the other fan bases? Because at least they're not children. And you know what's worse? Maybe I was a little bit too harsh on them, but this fandom literally started getting cringe when the show came out. People were going crazy over it. People were making a lot of cringe when the show literally just started. So, yeah, that's it. Can't wait to the cringe to get even worse when season 2 comes out. No, not season 2, episode 2. Okay. Sure, I may be forgetting some other fan bases, but the other ones are just parts. And that concludes this video. Now, I'm so sorry for all the cringe loaders out there, but today, maybe this year, I won't be posting that much cringe videos. I'll be posting a couple other videos since I want to make stuff I have always wanted. And me and Kai are starting a new series. It's I think it's called the Elsa Gate Kingdom. Yeah, that. So I'm slowing down on the cringe videos. I'll still make more cringe videos, but I'm kind of running out of fan bases I can make a video on. Maybe I might do, I don't know, Angry Birds, or how about MLP, even though it's dead, and maybe Smiling Friends, I don't know. I'll still think of many fan bases I can literally make a cringe video on, and then throw their dumpster fire all the wall. I'm not doing all fan bases, I'm just doing some that are popular, or some that are just straight up bizarre to me, so I might do communities such as Hasbin Hotel, or Heavenly Boss, or maybe Happy Tree Friends. Whatever that's popular, I'm always watching. I'll always throw the dumpster fire.